Good morning. This is our first online session for grammar. Today we're going to talk about hyphens. This lesson will be divided in two videos. Today it's going to be part one, and next session will be part two. First of all, what is a hyphen? A hyphen is a punctuation mark that is used to join words or parts of words. It's not interchangeable with other types of dashes. So a hyphen is not a dash. A hyphen is used to join two words together or parts of words together. Hyphens with compound modifiers, two-word adjectives before a noun. You know, sometimes we use two words to describe a noun, and those two words are related to each other's. Like, if you look at this sentence, it's recommended you do not take down any load-bearing walls when renovating. This one is incorrect. I mean, it's not written in a correct way. Why? Because in this sentence, it sounds like you shouldn't take down any load that is holding up a wall. It might be understood like this. You should not take down any load which is bearing a wall. And this is not the meaning. This is not the correct meaning. If we add a hyphen between load and bearing, this will make the sentence more correct. Like, it will make it clear that we're talking about walls that are bearing a load. So load bearing here represents an adjective. It should be written this way. It's recommended you don't take down any load bearing wall. So in this way of writing, using the hyphen, load bearing is an adjective that describes the wall. And the previous one without the hyphen, it might be confusing because you might think that we mean you should not take down any load which is bearing, and this is not the intended meaning. Generally, you need to use the hyphen in this case only if the two words that function as an adjective, if they are coming before the noun they are describing. But if they come after it, there's no need for hyphen. Like this. This wall is load bearing. Here, in this case, you do not need a hyphen. But if you say this is a load bearing wall, again, if the word wall is here, you have to use a hyphen. Hyphens with a noun, adjective, or adverb, and a present participle. If you have a noun, if you have an adjective or an adverb added to a present participle, what's a present participle? It's one type of, if you can remember, it's one type of verbs, okay? It's a word that ends with ing. If we're using a noun, an adjective, or with a present participle to form a unit of meaning that describes another word, so mainly to function as an adjective or an adverb, we use a hyphen, like this one. There are some beautiful looking flowers in the garden. There are some beautiful looking flowers in the garden. This is an incorrect way of writing the sentence, because without the hyphen between beautiful and looking, your reader might stumble over the sentence. You might get confused. Perhaps there's a new type of daisy called the looking flowers. So he might understand that the adjective is beautiful, describing something called looking flowers. So what's the solution for this? Adding a hyphen between beautiful and looking, just to show that beautiful looking together describes the word flowers. This is a correct way of writing this case. Again, if the modifier comes after the noun it describes, do not use a hyphen. This medication is fast acting. This is the correct way. But if I said, this is a fast acting medication, in this case, the modifier comes first, so we should use a hyphen between fast and acting. Okay, Do not use a hyphen when you are combining an adverb and a participle. An adverb that ends in ly. Like the room was like a heavily decorated chocolate box. In this case, a hyphen is not needed. If you're adding an ly adverb to a participle, there's no need for a hyphen, even if they come before the word they describe. Only in this case, if we are adding an ly adverb, an adverb that ends in ly to a participle, we should not use. Okay, compound expressions with a noun and past participle. In the previous case, we talked about present participle, which is a word that ends in ing and functions as an adjective. Here, if we have a compound expression, but in this case, we have a noun added to a past participle. Compound modifiers that contain a past participle also follow the same rule as any other compound modifiers. Use a hyphen when the compound goes before the verb it modifies. The municipal government is funding a community-based education system. Where is the participle here? The past participle, it's based, and where's the noun? Community. So together, they make a modifier, which consists of a noun and a past participle, and they come before the word that they describe, which is education, or education system, I'm sorry. So community-based here should be hyphenated. Again, do not use a hyphen when the compound comes after the noun it describes, like this. The singer performing tonight is well known. Here, well known describes the singer, and it came after it. But if I said the well-known singer, in this case, we need a hyphen. Okay, the last part in today's lesson, of course, which will be completed in the next video, is hyphenated compound words. Sometimes we have compound words. As you know, we have three types of compound words. We have separate compound words that are written away from each other. We also have combined, which go as one word, like teenager. And we have hyphenated compound words. So how do we know that this compound word is a hyphenated one? The only way, or we can say the best way to know, is to check a dictionary. There's no other way, because there's no rule for that. So if you want to know if the compound word or a compound noun is hyphenated, you have to check the dictionary. So again, quickly, what did we talk about today? We talked about hyphens, and we said that a hyphen is a punctuation mark that joins a word or parts of words It's not a dash. It's completely different from a dash. We will go to the dash in a coming lesson, inshallah. We use it when we join two words together to describe a noun. We have different types, like a hyphen with a noun, adjective, and adverb, and the present participle. We also have them with a past participle. And we talked about hyphenated compound nouns. You will be sent a kind of assignment on your page. You have to do it within 3 days. Next lesson, inshallah, will be part 2 for hyphens. See you.